Yazeed.
Hello.
We're so super excited to have you here today as part of the CGA Rising Stars 2020, and big congratulations to you.
Thank you very much. It's very exciting.
How does it feel, to get this far? I mean, was acting a career you'd always dreamed of, or?
I don't know. It feels really good to be here, but I think if I'm honest, no, it wasn't really something I always thought I'd be doing. I sort of fell into it, 6-7 years ago, possibly, and it's just sort of taken me here.
So, I mean, you started very, very young. I think about 10 or 11 you were when you started. So,
yeah.
How is that for a young actor that's not got the advantage of formal training to be thrust into this whole new world of performance? I mean, how did you prepare for that? How did you manage it, as a young child learning the skill?
I think when I was younger, there was no pressure on me because it wasn't something that I guess I was chasing to be. I think I had that freedom of, being ignorant and not really knowing what I was doing, to have that, sort of freedom to learn as I go, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I think it worked in my favor. I learned on the job or in small training, and yeah.
So you kind of had your blinkers on in a way.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Great. And so, then, of course, you go from a small role, like, for example, an extra on Deadline Gallipoli, and then very quickly, the next moment, you're working at Safe Harbour, working alongside the star of Deadline Gallipoli, as in Joel Jackson. So how did that happen to make that immediate jump and transition? Was that difficult?
I wouldn't say it was difficult because, like I said, ignorance is bliss. So I didn't really know what I was getting myself into, but I think it was really good. I was slowly starting to get these small roles here and there, extra roles here and there. And then when I finally got, my first big job, I guess it was almost a bit of relief. I was like, after these few years, I'm finally doing something that I really enjoyed. And it was incredible. Really good project to work on as my first, big job.
Yeah. So when did you start to realise that you were an actor?
I don't know. I've never really sort of had that thought. I just sort of do whatever I feel comes naturally to me, and I felt as though I was naturally very good at acting. So I really wanted to pursue it.
Okay. And is there one project you think that was like your turning point, or a bit of an early break in your career so far?
I definitely think Safe Harbour would have been the job that sort of set me on the path that I'm on now. I worked with some incredible names, and it's very much still a relevant show in the industry, which is really good for me.
No, congratulations on that. It was amazing work.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Quite a lot of amazing work from you, Yazeed. So what's your most memorable project, or the most favourite one that you're fond of so far?
Well, I would say the one I'm most proud of would be the Hunting. Definitely. I really enjoyed that. I felt I put my everything into that role and really wanted to become that role. And hopefully it paid off on screen.
It was a very challenging role to play, wasn't it?
It was at times, yeah. It was my first really emotionally challenging sort of role. And I'm actually very proud of myself in the way that, I executed it.
Did you spend a lot of time preparing for the role before the shoot?
Yeah, definitely. I think there was a dedicated 2 or 3 weeks sort of in pre-production for just preparing and becoming and, sort of embodying the role. And I think that was really, really helpful as well.
How did you find working with Sophie Hyde and Anna Kokonos?
So, amazing. Anna Kokonos, I really enjoyed working with. I think she's a great director, and she really pushed me to get the most out of me on screen. And I mean, Sophie Hyde, of course, she's just an amazing person, very talented as well. She created a very good show.
And have you got a favourite actor at all, Yazeed?
Probably, I would say in the Australian industry, my favourite actor or actress would be Claudia Carbon. I really admire her work, and I feel like every role she steps into, she bodies and really becomes the character. I think, she's incredible on screen.
She is amazing.
Yeah.
What's something that perhaps we don't know about you that you'd like to do?
when I was in school, I studied a lot of physics and astronomy. So I was doing 2 subjects in year 11 of physics and physics astronomy. So I'm a bit of a space nerd. I really like space. And also a weird sort of fact about me, I have somewhat of a photographic memory. Really good at remembering weird things if I put my mind to it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Look at some sci-fi movies for you then.
Yeah, maybe.
Space Odyssey or something.
Maybe.
Oh, lovely. As a 10 or 12-year-old, you started your first key role was on Sam Fox. I think we were about 11. That was the TV. So you went from a supporting role there. How have your views changed as you developed as a young actor, and how have your hopes and dreams changed along the way towards the career that you're now heading for?
That's a tough one. I don't think much of my view has changed, but more so just I think where I'm going in life. I mean, like I said, I was very interested in school and I wanted to go to university and stuff like that. But I think when I got the Heights, that's when I actually dropped out of year 12. So that's sort of how my life has changed throughout acting, but nothing in terms of my perspective on acting has changed. I still really enjoy it. I think it's a great industry.
So the Heights is when you actually decided you're going to become a professional actor, I guess, when you decided to not go on and study elsewhere.
Exactly.
I heard say that you maybe once could have been a professional diver, Yazeed. Is that true?
It was a while ago now. I did competitive diving for, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years. I can't really remember, but I went to nationals and I got bronze. And then, as things changed, I sort of just moved away from that. But that was a big part of my life, a very big part of my life.
Do you think perhaps the discipline of that has helped you in your acting as well?
I've always been athletic, I suppose, and doing a sport for me, especially a really independent one, was probably good for my character. And I think, for sure, it has helped me over the years.
Besides the practice of acting on set, how do you cope with the business of being an actor? The constant preparing for auditions before you get a role, then being a working actor as opposed to being a working actor on the circuit, the very different engagements. So how do you cope with the business of being an actor?
The business of it can be tough at times, especially on relationships and stuff like that, especially if you're moving between jobs. But I think the toughest part is being persistent enough to want to keep going, especially after hearing no so many times from auditions and roles. But the preparation for me, I find naturally I'm quite good at. I don't know. All around, I feel like I'm built for this industry.
Sounds like it, Yazeed.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for any young aspiring actors that perhaps are 2 or 3 years behind you?
Yeah, absolutely. I would definitely say persistence is key. 90% of the time you're going to be told no, that you're not right for something. And I feel like persistence is ultimately the thing that'll get you that one role that might change everything.
And as a young actor, the help of supportive parents is really important. I know that's been very much the case, with you and your family. Is it true, though, Yazeed, that your mum still wants to workshop every scene that you do?
Yes, 100%. My parents have been super supportive, and my mum is incredible. She's basically my manager, and she is always there to help me whenever I need. So you're right. Whenever I get an audition, she'll help me workshop it the day before, and it's really good.
Well, look, congratulations on the award, Yazeed. We're all very, very proud of you. It's a shame we can't all be at the awards night in person to celebrate with you, but feel the love of all the casting directors across Australia. You've been selected as one of a few key actors for this award this year, and you should feel very, very proud.
It's incredible. Yeah, I am. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you.